Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a good shot.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here.
They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Switch up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Kansas City.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Williams. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 62 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
11. Omaha.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Check. Fresno.
Hey, gun. 13.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's got room. The 20. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
White.
It's Coleman here. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. On third down, a run from Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Right there.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. Yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And a big turnover there.
Score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
11, 11, 11, 11. 21, 21.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
21, 21. Here we go.
Say.
Hey.
Let's go. Come on.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and all the way down to the 5. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Check 52. 12, fellas, here we go.
Here's Breida. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from inside the 5. On second down, a run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 20.
Number 53. Mike 53.
11, 11.
Here we go.
6, 6.
Jim.
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? And made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Chiefs take over
Let's go.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Butker on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Here we go, here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Gun.
56. Monk's 56.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Six.
56 to Monk.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. You see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for it on a big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the counter, here's Williams. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. To throw on second and 6, Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Switch gears.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
One, Omaha. Lock.
Crunch. Check 4.
Stay hot.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day. Check safety. Under 10.
13.
They run again with Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
11.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check your hot read. 56.
I got you.
Check 56.
Hey, Alpha. Stay hot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in begin this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On the toss, here's Williams.
Go, run.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Mike.
Yellow. There's a line.
Stop your whining.
15.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Room here to run. He got 29 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, 49ers 24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they'll present.
That's caught at the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Lock, lock, lock.
6 guys.
Charlie, 64, weak.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need
go to the gap you're supposed to cover and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
12, fellas, here we go. 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Bang, 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 bang.
Shift, shift.
Check, 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 check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
11, 11.
Check, hot, hot.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's now 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Slam, slam. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D.
Hey, gun, gun.
Check. 53 is mic. Check.
I got you. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Alert flare, alert flare.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need